as Preston Sloan throws it down to second base. Livonia Wildcats coming up to bat in the bottom half of the second inning. And they're going to send to the plate 7, 8, and 9. Trace Sylvia, the center fielder. C.J. Aguilar, the left fielder. And Jay Andre, the second baseman. First pitch is fouled straight back for strike one as Vayon's still on the mound. Working out his stretch. Here's the pitch. It's a curveball in there for strike two. So Vayon looked like he's settling in after a rough first inning where the Trojans gave up 2 runs. Next pitch is fouled off to hang in there with 2 strikes. Count's going to remain 0-2 on Sylvia, number 10, the center fielder. Next pitch down low in the dirt. It's going to bring the count to 1-2. Curveball's up for ball 2. Now the count's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Sylvia, the center fielder. Where's number 10? Bats from the right side. Next pitch down low in the dirt. That's going to put the count at full. So Vayon, after starting 0-2 on the batters, now worked it back to a full count. There's the pitch. It's down low again. So batter comes back, works himself a walk. He's going to trot on down to first base with a free ride. And that's going to bring up your left fielder, C.J. Aguilar. Where's number 15? Bats from the right side. So Wildcats threatening again in the bottom half of the second inning with the runner at first and nobody out. Runner going on the pitch, throw down the second, is in time as Sloan guns him down. Oh, apparently the shortstop dropped the ball, so Desatel dropped the ball on the tag, so umpire reversed his call to a safe call, so Sylvia's safe at second, so they got a runner at second now. Nobody out. Got 1 ball, no strikes on the batter. He shows bunt. Misses for strike 1. So 1-1 count now on the batter as he's looking to bunt and move his runner into a better scoring position at third base. Here's the pitch. A little high for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike on Aguilar. Runner at second, nobody out. Wildcats threatening again in the bottom of the second. Pitches, gets away from Sloan to the backstop, so the runner's going to move from second to third. So now we got a 2-1 count on the batter, running at third. Ball hit towards left field. So Perry comes in and makes the play. Runner tags from third, and he gets home. So Perry makes a diving catch in left field. It was a little Texas leaguer hitting to left field. And he dives to come up with the play, but runner tags from third and gets home. So 1 out in the inning now. It's 3-0 Wildcats. And that's going to bring up Andre. The 9-hole hitter plays second base. Number 7, bats from the right side. First pitch is low for ball 1. Next pitch is in there to even up the count at 1-1. Pitch is high, so 2 balls and 1 strike now on Andre, the second baseman. Where's number 7? Bats from the right side. Nobody on. 1 out in the inning. 3-0 Wildcats. Next pitch is down low. Put the count at 3-1. And that's ball 4, so Andre's going to trot on down to first base with 1 out, and that's going to bring Coach Gary out of the dugout to visit with his pitcher. While we got a break in action, I want to remind everyone, for your enjoyment of this free broadcast, please consider a financial contribution. The Blue and Gold Sports Network is run by volunteers, and therefore your contributions do not pay us. Your contributions directly support our student athletes. We help to provide things like t-shirts, team meals, sports equipment, field maintenance, uniforms, elementary sports, chartered buses, and much more. You can find our PayPal and Venmo links in the description of this YouTube event. You might have to click the word more to see the event description. No contribution is too small. Thank you in advance for your generosity. Well, it looks like the Trojans are going to make a pitching change, and Elliot Fontenot is going to come in and pitch now. And where's number 2, right-hander? That pitching change package was provided by Perry's Tire Service. Thank you, Kevin, Becky, and Lisa, for your sponsorship of the pitching change package. So, Trojans struggling a little bit early in this game, down 3-0. Wildcats finding some success out there early in this game. Got a runner at first with only 1 out and still batting in the bottom half of the second inning, up 3-0. See if Fontenot could come in and shut this rally down. All right, back to live action, Trojan Nation, as Elliot Fontenot's on the hill for the Trojans now with a runner at first, working out his stretch. And the Wildcats are back to the top of their order with Maddox Jones, the right fielder, stepping in, number 21, bats from the left side. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Next pitch is inside for ball 2. Trojans looking to get a victory today to try to keep their position in the rankings, as they dropped from 6 to 7 after that loss to Catholic Point Capiz Saturday. Unfortunately, Trojans were up 5-1 in the game. Score ended up 6-5. So Trojans looking to rebound today with a victory. Counts 3-1 on the batter right now. Pitch is hit foul. Perry makes a diving catch in foul territory for the second out of the inning. So Perry showing his gold glove skills out there, making 2 diving catches. This one all the way in foul ground in left field. So that's going to be the second out in the inning. And the runner stays at first base. And that's going to bring up the catcher, Turlet. Where's number 8? Bats from the right side. So if Trojans can escape with only giving up 1 run here, it would be huge. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Fontenot's next pitch is inside. It's going to even up the count at 1-1. Runner going on the pitch. Throw down the second. And he gets him on the shoulder for the third out of the inning. So Sloan throws him out at second, stealing on the pitch. And after 2 complete innings, your Sacred Heart Trojans 0, Livonia Wildcats 3. All right, Trojan Nation, we're back to live action here at Livonia High School. Your Sacred Heart Trojans down 3-0 to the Livonia Wildcats. Batting in the top half of the third inning. They're going to send up to the plate Perry, Sloan, and Pete. First pitch is inside for a ball. As number 12, Prejean, still on the mound for the Wildcats. Perry digs in. Here's the pitch. It's outside for ball 2. So quickly, Perry ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitcher working out his windup. There's the pitch. It's a fly ball hit to left field. Left fielder makes the play for out number 1.
I lead off the inning 2-0. I'm taking 2-0, guys. Lead off the inning. Okay.
So 1 out in the inning. That's going to bring up Preston Sloan. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Next pitch is in there. It's going to even up the count at 1-1. Preston, number 9, catcher for the Trojans. Made a great throw to end the bottom of the second. Throwing the runner out at second. It's a high fly ball. The left fielder makes the play for the second out of the inning. So quickly, Trojans got 2 outs in the inning, and bringing up to the plate is Wade Pete, number 15, playing second base today for the Trojans. Wind blowing in today, pretty brisk. Dimensions here are 285 down the right field line, 360 to straightaway center, and 315 down the left field line. So pretty big ballpark out here. Got a 1-1 count on Pete. Next pitch is fisted into right field. Right fielder gets underneath it, makes the play for the third out of the inning. So Trojans go down 1-2-3 in the top half of the third inning. And after 2.5 complete innings of play, your Second Trojans 0, Livonia Wildcats 3. All right, Trojan Nation, we're back live here at Livonia High School. Your Second Trojans down 3-0 to the Livonia Wildcats. Wildcats batting in the bottom half of the third inning. And they're going to send them to the plate 2, 3, and 4. First pitch by Elliot Fontenot's outside for a ball. Next pitch is pulled foul down the third base side to even up the count at 1-1. Turlant, number 8, the catcher, right-hander. Curveball's just inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fontenot working out his windup. There's the pitch. It's fisted to third base. As Scheck-Snyder fields it and throws it across the diamond for the first out of the inning. So quickly 1 out for the Trojans in the bottom of the third inning. And they're going to send up Landry, the third baseman. 3-hole hitter. Landry had a base hit to right center field his last time up. First pitch is hit hard in the 5 and 6 hole as Desautel fields it, throws it over to first, but not in time. So infield hit for Landry. So he's 2 for 2 in the game. And that's going to bring up Savoy, the first baseman, bats cleanup. So they got running at first, 1 out. First pitch is in there for strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike on the batter, Savoy. Third baseman. Next pitch hits him in the shoulder, so he's going to get a free ride to first base. So runners at first and second now with 1 out. As the Wildcats have runners on base every inning so far. So runners at first and second, 1 out. And that's going to bring up number 2, Hunter James, the shortstop. Bats in the 5 hole. First pitch is hit in the 5 and 6 hole again. As Desatel feels it and tries to get the runner going to third base, and it sails into the Trojan dugout. So everybody's going to go up 1 more base. And that's going to bring home the 4th run of the game for the Wildcats.
Another nice job by Sexsnyder, but the ball gets away from third base and allow another Wildcat run to score.
Corner's in.
So we got runners at second and third now with 1 out, and the pitcher Prejean stepping up, number 12. Wildcats up 4-0. Still batting in the bottom of the 3rd inning. First pitch is high for ball 1. Next pitch is swung on and missed on the fastball. It's going to yield the count at 1-1. Bunt goes back to Fontenot. He's going to field it, throw it home, and they're going to get the runner trying to come in from third base. As Fontenot makes a great play coming off his pitcher's mound for the 2nd out of the inning. So heads-up play by Fontenot as he fields the bunt and goes home with it. Catches the runner coming in from third base for the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 outs now in the inning. Runner at first. And that's going to bring up to the plate the 7-hole hitter, Chase Sylvia, center fielder, bats from the right side. Where's number 10? Runner takes his lead at first. He's stealing on the pitch. Pitch is high. Throw down to second is going to gun him at second. So Preston does his job again, and for the 2nd inning in a row, throws the runner out at second base trying to steal for the 3rd out of the inning. So after 3 complete innings of play, your Sacred Heart Trojans 0, Livonia Wildcats 4. All right, we're back live, Trojan Nation, here at Livonia High School. Your Sacred Heart Trojans down 4-0 to the Livonia Wildcats. Coming up to bat now in the top half of the 4th inning. And they're going to send up to the plate John Aaron Swallow, Parker Futch, and John Michael Duplichamp. Prejean still working on the heel, throws the first one in for strike 1. John Aaron Swallow playing first base today, wears number 10, bats on the left side, takes a ball high to even up the count at 1-1. Next pitch is hit hard towards first base. First baseman fields it, steps on the bag for out number 1. So Trojans putting the ball in play, just not finding any holes out there as the Wildcat defense is playing very well today. So 1 out in the inning. Parker Futch steps in, Trojan right fielder, wears number 19. First pitch is high for ball 1. Next pitch is hit towards the 5 and 6 hole, and it gets into left field for a base hit. So Futch delivers with a 1-out single to left field. And that's going to bring up John Michael Duplichan. Trojan DH, where's number 3? So Trojan's got a runner at first, 1 out. Down 4-0, batting here in the top half of the 4th inning. Futch takes his lead at first, throw over to first, not in time as Futch is in there standing up.
Get the ball out there.
So 1 out in the inning. Here's the pitch. It's outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes on John Michael Duplichan, Trojan DH. Futch takes his lead at first. Here's the pitch. It's high for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes on John Michael Duplichan. 1 out in the inning. Parker Futch at first base takes his lead. Pitcher checks his runner. Here's the pitch. Calls it a strike on the outside corner. Put the count at 2-1. John digs back in. Throw over to first. Futch back safely.
Come on, here we go, John boy.
Next pitch is fouled back to even up the count at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. John Michael Duplichan, Parker Futch at first base. 1 out in the inning. Trojan's hitting the top of the 4th. Throw over to first again. Futch gets back. There's the pitch. It's hit over towards shortstop. Shortstop bobbles, and everybody's safe. So, on the error, John Michael gets safe at first. So, we got Futch at second, John Michael at first. And stepping up to the plate is Boyce Scheck-Snyder with 1 out. Trojans looking to get back in this game down 4-0, batting in the top half of the 4th inning. 1 out in the inning. Scheck-Snyder playing third base today.
Strikes, kiddo, strikes.
Scheck-Snyder shows bunt, pulls back for strike 1. So we got no balls, 1 strike on Scheck-Snyder. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Pitch is in the dirt, but the catcher blocks it, keeps the runners at first and second. So counts even now, 1-1. Trojans looking for a hit right here, try to get back in this game. It's hit hard, and it goes down the third base line and into the outfield as Futch is going to come home from second for the first run of the game for the Trojans as Scheck-Snyder delivers on a base hit to left field. So now the Trojans got runners at first and second with John Michael at second, Boyce Scheck-Snyder at first. Still only 1 out, and Landon LeBlanc stepping up to the plate for the Trojans. Trojans center fielder. And that RBI package is provided by Nason Swallow Allstate. Go see Nason Swallow for all your insurance needs. LeBlanc shows bunt, pulls back for ball 1. Trojans got something cooking right here in the top of the fourth inning. Scores 4-1 now, inching their way back in this game. LeBlanc shows bunt again, pulls back for ball 2. So quickly, 2 balls, no strikes on LeBlanc. 9-hole hitter for the Trojans. At the top of the order, coming up after him. Now Dazatel's on deck. Shows bunt again, pulls back for strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike on LeBlanc. Runners at first and second. You got Schexnayder at first, Duplichan second. Coach Kane's calling for a pitch runner now as Ashton Duos going to go in and run for John Michael Duplichan. A little bit more speed on the bases right there.
14.
So 2 balls, 1 strike on Landon LeBlanc.
Yeah, you're re-in. I just can't do it again for you. What if I do it again for you?
Duos takes the lead at second. Ball's high for ball 3, so 3-1 now on LeBlanc.
He's available. 235.
3-1 count on LeBlanc. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt. Bunts it down the third base side. Pitcher feels it. Throws it over to first. Pulls him off the bag, and everybody's safe. So we got the bases loaded now as LeBlanc delivers with a nice infield single on the bunt. So we got bases loaded now with 1 out and back to the top of the order as Hayden Desatel steps in. Shortstop. So hopefully Trojans can get something going right here with 1 out and bases loaded. Looking to inch their way back in this game, 4-1.
Here we go, Doug.
Pitcher working out his stretch. There's the pitch. It's hit into center field with a base hit. And it gets by the center fielder as Schexnayder comes in and Duos on the hit. And Doug is going to trot on down to second after the throw comes into home. So Desatel delivers with a 1-out single to center field. And he's standing at second base now. So we got LeBlanc in third. And Desatel is second, still only 1 out. And Ike Perry coming up to the plate for the Trojans, as they got a 3 spot so far in the top of the 4th inning. Scores 4-3 now. And it looks like the Wildcats going to make a defensive substitution as they putting somebody, number 11, in at second base, and they pulling the second baseman in.
That's 2 runs, baby. Let's go. Right where we want to be.
Second baseman's coming in out of the game. Might be going to warm up or something for the, just in case, as the pitcher's in a pickle right here with the Trojans. Got the runners at second and third, only 1 out, and Ike Perry stepping up to the plate. First pitch is inside for ball 1. And that RBI package was sponsored by Nason Swallow Allstate. Thank you, Nason, for your sponsorship. Go see Nason Swallow for Allstate for all your insurance needs. Next pitch is down in the dirt for ball 2, so quickly Perry ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. And that's going to bring out a visit from the head coach of the Wildcats, as the Trojans got a big rally going right here. And he's going to make a pitching change as Prey Jones looks like to come out the game as he calls out to his left fielder. Let's see who the left fielder was.
Coming in for the Wildcats, number 15, left fielder
So the left fielder, C.J. Aguilar, number 15, lefties coming into the game now. Back here, live at Livonia High School, your Secretary Trojans down 4-3 to the Livonia Wildcats, but still batting in the top half of the fourth inning with only one out and runners at second and third, and Ike Perry digs back in with a 2-0 count on him as the Wildcats had to make a pitching change. Perry looking for a base hit right here and take the lead in this game. Next pitch is outside for ball 3, so 3-0 count now on Perry.
Try to square something hard, but hit a strike. I think this guy's going to throw it.
So 3 balls, no strikes on Perry. Runners at second and third take their leads. Here's the pitch. It's outside for ball 4, so Perry's going to go on down to first base with a free ride, and that's going to load him up for the Trojans with Preston Sloan coming up. Trojan catcher. So bases loaded now for the Trojans. 1 out. And that walk package was provided by T&J Ford. Go see Tara and Jason for all your new and pre-owned car needs. Pitcher working out a stretch. Here's the pitch. It's high for ball 1. So 3 straight balls delivered by Aguilar as he came in from left field. Next pitch is swung on and missed by Sloan, even up the count at 1-1. Hopefully Preston could deliver with a gapper shot right here and we could score all 3 runs. Next pitch is a curveball in there for strike 2. Looked a little high. It was hanging curveball. So Preston quickly down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wildcats got the corners in, middles back, looking for a ground ball to turn 2. Curveball's up, even up the count, 2-2. One out an inning. Bases loaded for the Trojans. Sloan digs back in. Next pitch is outside, so put the count at full. So full count now on Preston Sloan. Swung on and missed for strike 3 for the second out of the inning. So Sloan goes down swinging for the second out, and that's going to bring up Wade Pete, Trojans' second baseman. The bases still loaded for the Trojans. 2 outs, down 4-3, as they managed to score 3 runs so far in the top half of the 4th inning. There's a pitch. It's down low, ball 1. Next pitch is outside, so Wade quickly ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Got Perry at first. Desatel at second. And LeBlanc in third. 2-1 count on Pete as he takes a strike on the outside corner. So 2 balls, 1 strike on Pete. Runners take their lead. Here's the pitch. It's outside for ball 3, so 3 balls, 1 strike on Pete now. He can work himself a walk right here and an RBI. Trojans will tie this game up. digs in. 3-1 count. Runners take their leads on the bases. Here's the pitch.
Atta boy, that's ball 4. Let's go.
Ball 4. So Pete works himself a walk and a RBI as LeBlanc comes in from third, and Trojans tied his game up at 4-4. So that walk package is sponsored by T&J Ford. Thank you, Taro and Jason, for your sponsorship of the walk package, and the RBI package was sponsored by Nason Swallow Allstate. Thank you, Nason, for that sponsorship. So John Aaron Swallow batting from the left side, wears number 10, playing first base today, steps in. Base is full of Trojans. First pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Pitcher steps off. Next pitch is in the dirt.
Come on, John Aaron.
Next pitch is a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike on John Aaron Swallow. Base is full of Trojans. 2 outs in the inning. Score's tied 4-4. Next pitch is down low to put the count at 3-1 now. Three and 1 count on John Aaron Swallow. Next pitch is in, called a strike. So full count here. So full count on John Aaron Swallow, as he thought he had a walk right there. Pitch looked inside to me. But we got bases full of Trojans. 2 outs, 3-2 count on the batter. Runners will be in motion on the pitch as Swallow digs in.
Let's go.
Here's the pitch. It's high for ball 4. So pitcher walks in another run as Swallow trots on down to first base with a free pass. And the Trojans take the lead in this game 5-4 as Desatel comes in from third base. So again, that walk package is provided by T&J Ford. Thank you, Taro and Jason, for your sponsorship of the walk package. The RBI package is sponsored by Nason Swallow Allstate. Thank you, Nason, for that sponsorship. And that's going to bring up Parker Futch, who led off the inning with a base hit. Trojans bat around here in the top of the 4th. First pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. So Trojans got the bases loaded still. 2 outs. Futch batting. Trojans take the lead with a 5 spot in the top of the 4th inning. It's 5-4 now. Next pitch is high. It's going to even up the count at 1-1.
Hit by pitch if you can. Let's take it run by run here. Use that hat, boy. Use that hat.
Next pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Parker Futch. Swings on and missed on a high fastball for the 3rd out of the inning, strike 3. But not before the Trojans put up a 5 spot in the top of the 4th inning to take the lead 5-4. So after 3.5 complete innings of play, your Sacred Heart Trojans take the lead 5-4 over the Livonia Wildcats. All right, back live, Trojan Nation here at Livonia High School. Your Sacred Heart Trojans up 5-4 on the Livonia Wildcats. And they're going to send them to the plate 7, 8, and 9 as Sylvia steps in, center fielder. L.A. Fano still working on the hill for the Trojans. First pitch is in there for strike one. Wildcats batting in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Fano working out his windup. Next pitch is hit into right center field for a base hit. So Sylvia starts it off with a base hit to right center field. He's standing at first base with nobody out. And that's going to bring up Aguilar, the pitcher.
Hey, GA on the bunt.
Pitcher going. So Aguilar steals second on the pitch, which was a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes now. I'm sorry, Sylvia steals second, so Aguilar's at the plate. So we got runner at second, no outs, 1 ball, no strikes on the batter. Pitch is in the dirt, blocked by Sloan to keep the runner at second. So 2 balls, no strikes now on Aguilar. Next pitch is hit foul for strike one. So count goes to 2-1 now. Nobody out. Trojans up 5-4. Wildcats batting, bottom of the fourth inning. Got a runner at second, nobody out. Next pitch is a little Texas leaguer hit to center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. As the runner goes from second to third, and Aguilar is going to stretch a single into a double as he takes second after the throw to third. So Wildcats got runners at second and third now.
Hey, corner's in.
With nobody out. And coming up to the plate is the second baseman. Shows bunts it foul for strike one. So Trojans find themselves in a little bit of trouble right here. Runners at second and third and nobody out.
I know, go wheel, wheelie.
The 9-hole hitter stepping in. 7, 8, 9, giving Trojans some problems again. Next pitch is outside, even up the count at 1-1. Fano's pitch is inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike on the batter. Nobody out. Runners at second and third. Trojans up 5-4. Wildcats batting in the bottom of the fourth. Next pitch, So's bunts it foul for strike 2. So 2-2 to count now on the batter. Fano gets his sign from Sloan, checks his runner at third. There's the pitch. It's fouled straight back and out of play. Count's going to remain 2-2. And third base coach is come and talk to the batter.
GAO though, if so.
All right. That batter digs back in. Fontenot gets a sign from Sloan. Checks his running at third. 2-2 count. There's the pitch. It's high for ball 3. So full count on the batter now. Nobody out. Runs at second and third. Swing and a miss by the batter for strikeout and the first out of the inning. And that strikeout package was provided by Ace Hardware. Thank you, Cody, Louise, and Phillip, for your sponsorship of the strikeout package. 2 locations in Ville Platte and Rain. And the Wildcats are back to the top of the order.
Lead off.
As their leadoff hitter steps in, swings at the first pitch for strike 1. Maddox Jones, the right fielder, bats from the left side. Trojans got the corners in. Try to cut down this run at home if he tries to go. Next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. So Fontenot way ahead in the count with no balls and 2 strikes. It'd be huge to get a strikeout right here. Fontenot's pitch is in there for strike 3 on the outside corner. So Jones goes down looking for the second out of the inning as Fontenot strikes him out. And that strikeout sponsorship was sponsored by Ace Hardware. Go see Cody, Louise, and Phillip for all your hardware needs. So 2 outs in the inning now. And stepping up is Turlet, which is 2 for 2 in the game. It's a big chopper to third base. Checks Snyder, fields it, throws it over to first for the 3rd out of the inning. So Fontenot pitches himself out of a jam after runners at second and third and nobody out. Coming back with 2 strikeouts and a ground ball. So after 4 complete innings of play, your Sacred Heart Trojans 5, the Livonia Wildcats 4. And that out at first package was sponsored by Perry's Tire Service. Go see Kevin, Becky for all your tire service needs. We'll be right back on the Blue and Gold Sports Network with more live action. Your Sacred Heart Trojans up 5-4 on the Livonia Wildcats.
How's it breaking on? Are you going first? Like, cool. Rip that car like it's a late night Saturday. I looked up the John. A late night Saturday? Hey, you ever look up on Google and they be like, kicked up to 11? Like 11 of all. You should have. You just ran into the camera. Oh! Hey, I might be a baseball freshman.
What? Oh, really?
I think that's a rule. Whoever picks up the ball
Has to pitch. All right, Trojan Nation, back to live action here at Livonia High School. Your Sacred Heart Trojans up 5-4 on the Livonia Wildcats. We're going to send up to the plate 7, 8, and 9. John Michael Duplashan at DH, Boyce Scheckstein at third baseman, and Landon LeBlanc the center fielder. The 4th inning stretch package was sponsored by Capital Planning. Go see Josh and Amy Artigo and Todd and Marcus Veillon. Thank y'all for the sponsorship of the 4th inning stretch package. All right, John Michael Duplashan steps in. First pitch is fouled back for strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike on John Michael. Pitcher working out his windup. Aguilar. Next pitch is in the dirt, even up the count of 1-1. Next pitch is a high fly ball, hit the right field. Right fielder gets underneath it for the first out of the inning. So 1 out in the inning now as Boy Scheck-Snyder steps up.
And put them away. Cannot leave them around. Expect us to survive. Come on. We got to have insurance. You got to score. We got to get runners on. Score. Yeah, that's over. That's over when I scored.
First pitch is high for ball 1 on Scheck-Snyder. Next pitch is in there to even up the count at 1-1.
Come on, kiddo.
We got a 1-1 count on Scheck-Snyder. Next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Scheck-Snyder, Trojan third baseman. Next pitch is outside. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Scheck-Snyder. 1 out in the inning. Trojans batting in the top half of the 5th inning of 5-4 on the Livonia Wildcats. Next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. So 2 outs now in the inning. Landon LeBlanc stepping up to the plate. 9-hole hitter. Hayden Desatel on deck. 2 outs in the inning. Trojans up 5-4. Battled their way back with a big inning last inning. LeBlanc shows bunt, pulls back for ball 1. Next pitch is swung on and missed. So even up the count, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike on LeBlanc. Digs back in. There's the pitch. Just outside for ball 2. So 2-1 count now on LeBlanc, 2 outs. Nobody on for the Trojans. Here's the pitch. Pulled foul down the left side. We got 2-2 count now on LeBlanc as he digs back in. Here's the pitch. It's in there for strike 3 as LeBlanc goes down looking for the 3rd out of the inning. So Trojans go down 1-2-3 in the top half of the 5th inning. Score is your Second Order Trojans 5, While we waiting for Elliot Fontenot to take his warm-up tosses, I'm going to read off all our sponsors because without them, none of this is possible. I would advise you and hopefully get you to go shop locally to these local businesses because without them, none of this is possible. Perry's Tire Service, Kevin and Becky Perry. Total Automotive, Ronnie and Sammy LaFleur. Seafood Market and Cajun Crawfish Tales, John Darbone. Teats Food Store, Luke DeVille, Clico. Allstate Insurance, Nathan Swallow. Fusilier Law Firm, Fusilier and Associates, Jacob Fusilier, Attorney at Law. T&J Ford, Taro and Jason. Sava Medical Center, Mercy Regional Medical Center. Fontenot Financial Services, Brandy Fontenot. Capital Planning, Josh and Amy Ortigo and Todd and Marcus Vail. Healthworks Rehab, Andy, David, and Clay. Farm Bureau Insurance, V-Dreams Ace Hardware. Evangeline Bank and Trust Company, Dr. Jake LaFleur and Mercy Regional Family Healthcare. Dr. Brandon Fontenot and nurse practitioner Amy Fontenot and Fontenot Healthcare. All right, Wildcats batting in the bottom of the fifth inning. L.A. Fontenot still on the hill. So they're sending up 3, 4, and 5. Landry up to bat, the third baseman.
Good boy. Do it again.
Pitch is in there. Counts 3-1 on the batter. Fontenot works out a stretch. There's a pitch. It's called ball 4. I don't know where that one missed at, but he's going to trot on down the first base with a leadoff walk. And that's going to send up Tanner Savoy, the first baseman.
Hey, get ahead in the count. That's not on it. Hey, look,
Run on first, nobody out.
We'll make it that close. We got 3-0. We got to go.
Turns up 5-4. Wildcats batting in the bottom of the fifth. First pitch is in there for strike one. Starting them off with a curveball. Trojan's looking for something on the ground right here or a little pop-up. Try to get out this inning, not giving up any runs. Curveball's up for ball 1. It's going to even have the count at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Savoy. Fontenot takes a little popper, popped up towards second base. Pete goes back, makes the play in the outfield for out number 1. For the second, Pete over to first. Not in time at first, but they do get the out at second for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs in the inning now with a runner at first.
Hey,
all right.
work ahead in the count, buddy.
And Bergeron steps in, number 12. 2 outs, runner at first. First pitch is fouled back for strike 1. So L.A. Fontenot doing what he needs to do, throw strikes. Let his defense work, get the outs for him. Trojans up 5-4. Next pitch is in there for strike 2 as Fontenot gets way ahead with no balls and 2 strikes on the batter. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first takes his lead. There's the pitch. It's in the dirt, but it's blocked by Sloan. Keep the runner at first. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now on the batter. Fontenot gets his signal from Sloan. Here's the pitch. It's in there for strike 3 looking. As Fontenot delivers with a strikeout after walking the first batter to end the fifth inning. So after 5 complete innings of play, your Sacred Heart Trojans 5 and the Livonia Wildcats 4. And that strikeout package was sponsored by Ace Hardware. Go see Cody, Louise, and Phillip for all your hardware needs. 2 locations in Ville Platte and Ring. We'll take a break right now on the Blue and Gold Sports Network. Joey Swallow bringing you all the live action.
All right, if we don't get a hit, then we know what's wrong.
Come on, we got to put somebody away. We have to put somebody right here.
All right, back to live action. Trojan Nation here at Livonia High School. Your Sacred Heart Trojans up 5-4 on the Livonia Wildcats, coming up to bat in the top of the 6th inning. They're going to be back at the top of the order as we're going to send up Desautel, Perry, and Sloan. Trojans looking for some insurance runs right here. Aguilar's still on the mound for the Wildcats.
Come on, Dougie.
Had an effective inning last inning as he struck out 2 of the 3 Trojan batters. Desautel digs in. Senior shortstop, where's number 4, bats from the right side. First pitch is a high fly ball, hit the shortstop. Shortstop gets underneath it, makes the first out. So 1 pitch, 1 out for the Wildcats. And Ike Perry steps in, Trojan left fielder. Here's the pitch. It's high for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes on Perry. 1 out in the inning. Next pitch swung on and missed for strike 1.
Through the middle.
So even up the count at 1-1.
Good.
Next pitch is in the dirt. So 2 balls, 1 strike on Ike Perry, Trojan left fielder. 1 out in the inning. Trojans up 5-4. Batting in the top of the 6th. Looking to end the season with a victory going into postseason play. Perry hits it hard to third base. As we got an accident, the third baseman takes a bad hop to the face. And he's down. Perry's going to be safe at first as we got timeout in the game. So third baseman goes to make a play on the ball. Ball comes up on him, hits him in the head. And he's being attended to right now. As he takes a bad hop to the face. So Ike Perry is going to be at first base with 1 out. And that's going to bring up Preston Sloan to the plate. We're going to have a break in the action. We'll be right back. Livonia High School. You're listening to the Blue and Gold Sports Network live on YouTube. All right, we're back to live action here at Livonia High School. Children's got to run at first, so 1 out. Preston Sloan stepping up to the plate. Third baseman is going to stay in the game after taking 1 to the face. First pitch to Sloan is down low for ball 1. Perry takes his lead at first. Here's the pitch to Sloan. Swung on and missed for strike 1. So we got a 1-1 count on Preston Sloan. Ike Perry at first base. Takes his lead, 1 out in the inning. Children's up 5-4. Throw over to first. Perry back in safely. Pitch is high, throw over to second as Perry slides in safely. So Perry's still second base and in scoring position now with 1 out with a 2-1 count on Preston Sloan.
Calm your head. Calm your bad head. Don't try to get too much with it.
So 2-1 on Preston Sloan. Perry at second base takes his lead. Here's the pitch. It's fouled straight back for strike 2. So 2-2 now on Sloan. Aguilar checks Perry at second. Attempts to throw over Perry back safely. 2-2 count on Sloan. Here's the pitch. It's fouled back. Count's going to stay the same.
Control your bat head. Control your bat head, kid.
Oh, we're going to set it up again. Perry takes his lead at second. Sloan digs in. 2-2 count, 1 out. Here's the pitch. It's a curveball in there for strike 3 as Sloan goes down looking for the second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up Wade Pete, Trojan's second baseman. Trojan's looking for a 2-out hit right here. Perry at second base, 2 outs. Trojan's up 5-4, batting in the top of the 6th inning. Kickoff attempt towards second. Perry back in safely. There's a pitch to Pete. Pete with a long drive towards left field. And it's going to get down for a base hit as Pete's going to trot into second base with a 2-out hit to left field. And drives in Perry from second. So Trojans extend their lead to 6-4 now with 2 outs. Still hitting in the top of the 6th inning. John Aaron Swallow up to bat. So Pete delivers with a 2-out hit. Standing at second base with 2 outs. John Aaron Swallow steps in for the Trojans. Freshman left-hander playing first base today. First pitch is in there for strike 1.
Stop. Hit. Just hit, son. Stop looking at it. Just hit.
Pete stealing on the pitch. as the pitcher gets a balk called on him. So Pete's going to take third base with 2 outs. So Pete moves to third as we got a 0-1 count on John Aaron Swallow. Pitcher working out his windup now. The pitch is down low in the dirt to even the count at 1-1. Trojans looking for more runs with 2 outs. Up 6-4 at the top of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. It's a high fly ball hit to right field. Right fielder going back on it. Makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. But not before the Trojans pick up 1 run on 1 hit and extend their lead to 6-4. So after 5.5 complete innings of play, your Secretary Trojans 6, Livonia Wildcats 4.
Oh. Hey, what's important now? Let's go. What's important now?
Not even my own game. Here we go, 2.
All right, Trojan fans, we're back here at Livonia High School. Your Secretary Trojans up 6-4 on the Livonia Wildcats. The Wildcats coming up to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning. L.A. Fondo still working on the hill for the Trojans. Wildcats going to send up 7, 8, and 9. First pitch is down low for ball 1. Sylvia, the center fielder, bats in the 7 hole. Whereas number 10 bats from the right side. Fondo working out his stretch. Next pitch is high for ball 2. So quickly, 2 balls, no strikes. Next pitch is hit hard to left field for a base hit. So Sylvia leads off with a single to left field. So Wildcats got something going here with a runner at first and nobody out as the pitcher Aguilar steps in. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Next pitch is a high chopper to hit the short. Desertel throws it to second for the 1st out of the inning. As Pete makes a good play, stretching, catch the ball. So Trojans get the lead runner out at second base for the 1st out of the inning. So Wildcats got a runner at first, 1 out. That's going to bring up their second baseman. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Next pitch is a little high for ball 1, so 1-1 count now. 1 out in the inning, runner at first. Trojans up 6-4, bottom of the 6th inning. Next pitch called high for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike now. Two balls, 1 strike. Fontenot checks his runner at first. Here's the pitch. Runner going. Throw down to second. Got him. So runner out at second as Sloan throws out his third base runner of the game. Guns it down to second for the second out of the inning. So just like that, Trojans got 2 outs in the inning. Nobody on. It's a 3-1 count on the batter. Pitch is hit in the left field for a base hit. So 2-out hit puts a runner at first with 2 outs. And they back up to the top of the order as Maddox Jones steps in.
Work ahead in the count, okay?
So we got a runner at first with 2 outs. First pitch is hit towards second base. Pete can't make the play as it goes into right field. So they got a runner at first and second now with 2 outs and a 2-hole hitter coming up. They're going to send in a pitch runner in at second base, get a little bit more speed out there. So the catcher's stepping up now, Turlet. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Trojans up 6-4. First pitch is fouled back for strike 1. Let's see if Fontenot could pitch himself out of a jam like he's been doing. Next pitch is just miss high for ball 1. So even up the count at 1-1. Fontenot looks in, gets the signal from Sloan, checks his runner at second. There's the pitch. It's in there on the outside corner for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's Fontenot way ahead in the count. Takes a deep breath, looks in, gets a signal from Sloan. Checks his runner at second. There's the pitch. It's in the dirt. Preston's blocks it to keep his runners at first and second. So that's going to put the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes now. There's a pitch. It's a big hopper. Hit the third base. Scheck-Snyder feels it, tags his bat at third, but a third out of the inning. So Fontenot does his job and pitches himself out of a jam again. And after 6 complete innings of play, your Sacred Heart Trojans 6, the Livonia Wildcats 4. Hey, Trojan Nation, we're back live here at Livonia High School. Your Sacred Heart Trojans up 6-4 on the Livonia Wildcats, batting in the top half of the 7th inning. Looking for some insurance right here to extend their lead. They're going to send up to the plate Parker Futch. Parker Fudge, John Michael Duplichan, Boyce Scheck-Snyder. So 6, 7, and 8 going up for the Trojans. First pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1.
No, Wade's not going out right now. It was emergency. It'd be emergency, okay?
Next pitch is swung on and missed again. So Parker down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Just looking to make contact right here, as they seem to having a hard time getting their time in on Aguilar. Next pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes on Parker Futch. Next pitch is in the dirt. It's going to even up the count at 2-2. So Parker did a good job. Battle back right here. Even up the count. See if you can make them pay right here. Next pitch is outside and going to put the count at full. So Futch battles back right here to put the count at full, 3-2. Nobody out, nobody on. Trojans up 6-4, batting in the top of the 7th inning, looking for more runs. Get some insurance going into the bottom of the 7th. And that's down low for ball 4. So after being down 0-2, Parker works himself a walk and trots on down to first base. So Parker, Futch at first base with nobody out, and John Michael Duplichan stepping up. Trojans looking for some insurance runs here. First pitch is down low for ball 1.
Mr. Blue, you call that on the pitch or the bat? Pitch or the bat? The pitch or the bat, I just wondered. Oh, you're a strike? Okay. Just make sure.
Correction. Pitch called a strike. Didn't look like one to me, but hey, I'm not the umpire, so. Fake bunt attempt. Parker still second. Pitch was a ball, so we got 1-1 now on John Michael Duplichan. So 1-1 count on John Michael Duplichan. Parker Futch standing at second base, nobody out. Pitcher working out a stretch. There's the pitch. Bunt attempt by Duplichan is fouled off for strike 2.
You're the guy I want.
So 2 strikes now on Duplichan. Runner at second, Parker Futch. He takes his lead. Duplichan digs in. Runner checks his. There's the pitch. It's grounded towards shortstop. Shortstop's not going to be able to make the play as Duplichan gets on first base on the error, and Parker Futch moves to third base. So John Michael Duplichan hits a little dribble of the shortstop. Shortstop tries to play it in between hops, can't come up with it. Now the Trojans got runners at first and third, nobody out, and Boy Schecksnyder stepping in for the Trojans. So nobody out in the inning. Runners at first and third. Schecksnyder up to bat. Shows bunt, and he lays one down. Pitcher makes the play, throws it over to first. But Parker Futch comes in from third for the 7th run of the game. So that RBI package was provided by Nason Swallow Allstate. Thank you, Nason, for your sponsorship of the RBI package as Boris Schecksnyder lays down a bunt to bring home Parker Futch from third base and extend the Trojans' lead to 7-4. John Michael Duplichan goes to second on the bunt. Stepping up to the plate now is Landon Cheese LeBlanc. So Landon Cheese LeBlanc now batting. Trojan center fielder. Shows bunt. Pulls back for ball 1. Correction. Called it a strike. So no balls, 1 strike on Landon Cheese LeBlanc. Duplichan takes his lead at second. There's the pitch. It gets away from the catcher. And Duplichan is going to trot on down to third base with 1 out. And LeBlanc got a 1-1 count on him. So 1-1's the count on Landon LeBlanc. John Michael Duplichan third base. 1 out. Trojans leading 7-4. Pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. So 2 strikes now as the Wildcats got the infield in, trying to cut off that run at the plate, not letting us try to extend this lead. LeBlanc digs in. There's the pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. So 2 outs in the inning now. And that's going to bring up the top of the order. Hayden Desautel stepping up. Looking for a 2-out hit with runner at third base. Infield goes back to regular depth. Pitcher working out his windup. There's the pitch. It's blocked by the catcher. Ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes on Desautel. Trojan shortstop. Here's the pitch. It's high for ball 2. No strikes on Desautel. John Michael Duplichan third base. 2 outs in the inning. Desautel digs in. Here's the pitch. It's a curveball. It's up high for ball 3. So 3-0 on Desautel now. Trojans up 7-4, batting in the top half of the 7th inning. 2 outs. Pitch gets away from the catcher on ball 4, so Desautel's going to trot on down to first base. And Trojan's going to have runners at the corners now at first and third with 2 outs. And that's going to bring out the head coach for the Wildcats to visit the pitcher. And that walk package was provided by T&J Ford. Go see Terrell and Jason for all your new and pre-owned car needs. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change right here, as the third baseman, number 9, Landry, is going to come into the game to pitch. Big burly right-hander. And that pitch and change sponsorship was... All right, we're back live. Trojan Nation here at Livonia High School. Your second-order Trojans up 7-4 on the Livonia Wildcats. Still batting with 2 outs and runners at the corners for the Trojans. Ike Perry stepping in now. Pitcher working out a stretch. Checks his runners at first and third. Desautel stealing on the pitch. And John Michael's caught up at third. He's going to get home as the pitcher throws it away, trying to get him at home. Trojans work a little trickery right there on the bases as Desautel takes off running on the pitch. And John Michael comes in from third base on the play, so Trojans extend their lead to 8-4. And Hayden Desautel's standing at third now with Ike Perry batting.
Come on, Ike. Come on with another one.
First pitch to Perry is hitting the left center field, and it's going to get down for a base hit as Desautel comes home from third. And Trojans extend their lead to 9-4 now. And Preston Sloan stepping in. Perry at first. And those RBI package was provided by Nason Swallow Allstate. Thank you, Nason Swallow, for your sponsorship of the RBI package. Go see Nason for all your insurance needs. First pitch is hit hard towards left field and foul, as Perry was stealing on the pitch. So 1 strike on Preston Sloan. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Trojans up 9-4. Next pitch is down in the dirt. So evens up the count at 1-1. Preston Sloan. Ike Perry at first base, 2 outs in the inning. Perry stealing on the pitch as Sloan slaps one to left field with a base hit. So Trojans keep the inning going with a base hit by Preston Sloan. And number 24, Aaron Cormier, is going to go in and run, courtesy run for the catcher, Preston Sloan at first base. So runners at first and second now with 2 outs, and Wade Pete stepping in as Trojans look to continue this inning, batting in the top half of the 7th, extend their lead to 9-4, looking for more. First pitch is down in the dirt for ball 1. Pete Diggs back in. Pitcher working out a stretch, checks his runner at second. Looks his runner back to second. No pitch. Pete Diggs back in. Here's the pitch. It's hit towards shortstop, but it's going to go into center field with a base hit, as Pete's going to come in from second. Perry comes in from second as Pete delivers on a 2-out hit to center field. So Trojans extend their lead to 10-4 now. Still batting with 2 outs. And got Cormier at second, Pete at first, and John Aaron Swallow stepping in. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Pitcher gets a sign from the catcher, checks Cormier at second. There's the pitch. It's in there for strike 1. It's going to even up the count, 1-1. On Swallow. So 1 ball, 1 strike on John Aaron Swallow, the Trojan first baseman. Runners at first and second. Next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Swallow. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Trojans up 10-4. Top of the 7th inning. Swallow calls timeout, regroups, gathers himself, steps back in. Pitcher checks his runners. There's the pitch. It's a little pop. Foul down the third base side. So Swallow hangs in there with 2 strikes. Count's going to remain the same. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Swallow. Runners take their leads at first and second. There's the pitch. It's high for ball 3. So Swallow works his count to full. 2 outs. The runners should be in motion right here. Curveball's up. Oh, it must have been 2-2. Now it's full count. So 3-2 on Swallow. Runners will be in motion now with 2 outs. And the 3-2 pitch is coming. It's high for ball 4. So John Aaron Swallow works himself a walk, and that's going to load him up for the Trojans, and Parker Futch back up to bat. So Trojans bat around in the top half of the 7th inning as Futch comes up for the second time in the inning. So Futch is up with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Trojans up 10-4. Pitcher working out a stretch. There's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike on Futch. Next pitch is a curveball up in the zone for ball 1. So that's an even up the count at 1-1. Fastball's high for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike now on Futch. Next pitch is swung on and missed, even up the count at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on Futch. Bases loaded with Trojans. 2 outs in the inning. Trojans up 10-4. Next pitch is a high fly ball hit to center field, and center fielder makes the catch for out number 3, but not before. The Trojans pick up 3 insurance runs to extend their lead to 10-4. So after 6.5 complete innings of play, your Sacred Heart Trojans up 10-4 on the Livonia Wildcats. We'll be right back with more live action here at Livonia High School. Joey Swallow, all the live action here on the Blue and Gold Sports Network. Go ask him if we can get some of that crawfish.
You got the ads rolling right now?
Crawfish.
You got the ads rolling right now?
Yeah. Well, he can still hear it.
What's wrong? My travel rewards card didn't earn enough miles for my vacation.
Pull up to the next train me Saturday edition.
Oh, that's the worst job. Stepdad is going to do that.
Tell him we actually beat St. Ed's. I will. Not North Central.
Hey, lock in, Elliot.
Westminster.
They got a nice track.
Westminster got some. Westminster got some.
Hey,
They got
we
everything.
head
They
to
got
count.
Yeah, they have the whole shebang. Yeah. They good at track. Like they take it too far. Like they have people in everything. Like you have to be good overall.
All right, Trojan Nation. We're back live here at Livonia High School. Your Sacred Heart Trojans up 10-4 on the Livonia Wildcats. Just looking for 3 outs here as Elliot Fontenot, who took over for Sam Vail in the 2nd inning, has pitched to Jim, working out his stretch. First pitch is outside for ball 1. As the Wildcats are going to send up 3, 4, and 5. Landry, the third baseman. Actually, he's the pitcher now, batting. Next pitch is in there to even up the count at 1-1. So Fondo looking to finish this game off. Just need 3 outs now. Next pitch is called a ball. I don't know where that one missed that. Umpire has been very inconsistent. Sometimes he calls them high, sometimes he doesn't. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Next pitch is in there for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2 on the batter. Landry. Got to hand it to this kid. He took a ball to the face and stayed in the game, and he's now pitching as he hits a lazy fly ball towards right field. Parker Futch calls off Wade Pete, gets underneath it for the first out of the inning. So Fontenot doing his job, filling up the zone, just getting outs out there. So that's going to step up Savoy, the first baseman. Fontenot stares in, gets a sign from Sloan. Here's the pitch. It's high for ball 1.
Come on. First pitch strikes.
Next pitch is in there to even up the count at 1-1. As I smell the smell of some hot ball crawfish out there in right field. It's senior day out here for the Livonia Wildcats. It looks like they balling crawfish for their team. Might have to ask them if we can get some after the game. I'm not sure if they'll let us, though, since we're winning. Next pitch is in there for strike 2. So Fontenot ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch is hit hard towards shortstop. Desatel feels it, throws it across the diamond for out number 2. So quickly, Trojans got 2 outs. So 2 outs in the inning now, as Elliot Fontenot trying to finish this gem that he's throwing out there on the mound. He's been a bright light for the Trojans lately, coming in out of the bullpen and just filling up the zone, letting the batters swing the bat. There's a pop out of play for strike 1. On Hunter James, the shortstop, bats in the 5-hole with 2 outs. Trojans up 10-4. Looking for 1 more out. 0-1 count on James. Curveballs outside to even up the count at 1-1. Fontenot working quickly. Fastball's high for ball 2. So 2-1 count on James. The Trojans need 1 more out. Next pitch is fouled straight back for strike 2. So count's going to go to 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on the batter, 2 outs. Trojans up 10-4. Wildcats down to their last strike. See if Fontenot can deliver right here. There's the pitch, just outside for ball 3. So full count on the batter now. Fontenot takes a deep breath, checks in, gets a sign from Sloan. Here's the pitch. It's hit towards first base. And John Aaron Swallow's going to take it himself and step on the bag for the 3rd out of the inning. And Trojans win 10-4. So Trojans come back with a nice victory after losing Saturday in a heartbreaker to end the season with a victory going into the playoffs and hopefully remaining in the 6 or 7 position in the power rankings. Elliot Fontenot gets the win today for the Trojans, pitching a gem on the mound, coming in relief in the 2nd inning for Sam Vayon. Just shut the other team down completely as the Trojans' bats get hot and score 10 runs today. So your Second Trojans with the victory today over the Livonia Wildcats 10-4. Joey Swallow for the Blue and Gold Sports Network signing off.